What if the pyramids of Giza weren't just tombs, but prisons for something far beyond our comprehension? And what if the true horror isn't what lies within, but what might escape? Beneath the desert sands of Giza lies an enigma so profound, so terrifying, that even time seems to bow to its secrets. This is Amenti, a forbidden realm, whispered about in ancient texts, and barely understood by modern scholars. It's 1979. A historian and photographer enters the pyramids driven by ambition, or perhaps something darker. His goal, to document the tomb of Pharaoh Rudamon, a ruler shrouded in myth. The warnings carved into the stone were clear. Disturb the pharaoh, and his wrath will awaken. But curiosity, it's a cruel curse, isn't it? Inside the tomb, the air is heavy with silence. Every shadow seems alive. Every whisper feels like it's meant for you. And then the sarcophagus of Rudamon, masterpiece of craftsmanship, sealed for centuries, untouched by time. The inscriptions around it tell of Rudamon's power to shift time and space, a gift from the divine, or perhaps a curse from the stars. Our protagonist should have stopped there, but he didn't. A single beam of light breaks through the ceiling, illuminating the sarcophagus. It feels divine, doesn't it? Almost alive. He raises his camera. The flash goes off, and in that moment everything changes. The light, it wasn't sunlight, it was a portal, a gateway to another realm. The photographer is pulled into Amenti, a dimension frozen in time, where the living and the dead coexist. But Amenti isn't just a place, it's a void, a prison. A place where tormented souls wander, trapped in an endless cycle of suffering. Caldwell's letters, discovered earlier in the tome, warned of this. He described the pyramid as a living entity, a trap designed to contain Rudamon and the Queen. But what if it's more than that? Through the camera's lens, the truth is revealed. Eyes, giant, unblinking, peer from behind the walls. Statues shift when you're not looking. Whispers grow louder, closer. The walls seem to breathe, as though the pyramid itself is alive. Is the pyramid sentient? And then there's the Queen, Meretankhkar. Her story is one of tragedy, or perhaps betrayal. Her body was never mummified, left to rot far from any tomb. Why? Was she cursed? Or was her death part of some dark ritual? Her her double form, roams the halls, her fragmented soul searching for peace. But peace doesn't exist in Amenti, only torment. Caldwell's letters tell of the Queen's divided soul, of her wails that echo through the halls. Her spirit warns you. Don't look back if you hear the whispers. But why? Is she protecting you or herself? And what about Rudamon? The pharaoh who could bend time and space. Was he a ruler or a tyrant? The burial decorations tell of a celestial being, a star god who granted the pharaohs their power. But this blessing feels more like a curse. Was Rudamon's ability to manipulate reality his downfall? Or was he punished for reaching too far? The more you explore Amenti, the more the lines between reality and nightmare blur. Endless water reflects a moon that shouldn't exist. Statues move, but only when you're not looking. Mummies stir, hunting anything with a heartbeat. And then the airships, circular crafts hovering above the pyramids, shining beams of light into the apex. What are they? They don't belong to 1979 or any time period we know. Could these be the star gods? Celestial beings who once walked among the Egyptians? Or are they something else entirely? Extraterrestrial visitors who turned the pyramids into a massive trap for something even they couldn't control. It's not just a question of what Rudamon and the Queen are, but why they were entombed this way. The ancient texts speak of the Amenti as a temporal void, a place outside time where unworthy souls are condemned to suffer. But if that's true, why would Rudamon, a pharaoh, end up here? And then the final twist. The light that first transported you into Amenti appears again, beckoning you toward freedom. You follow it, desperate to escape, but freedom is an illusion. The airships return, and the light transforms into a beam that pulls you closer to the pyramids. Is this the beginning of a new cycle? Was the light ever meant to help you, or has it always been part of the trap? Caldwell didn't survive Amenti. His letters end in panic, his skeleton surrounded by mummies. Our protagonist's fate seems just as grim. The Queen's wails grow louder, and Rudamon's wrath lingers in the air. The pyramid closes in, alive, hungry. What if the pyramids weren't built to honor the pharaohs, but to contain their power? Are the star gods divine beings, or cosmic jailers? And most chilling of all, if you heard the whispers in the dark, would you look back? History is written by the victors, but the truth, that's buried with the dead. And some doors were never meant to be opened.